Let's be honest, you've probably been sold a lie about how people get rich. What's the first thing that comes to mind? Taking some huge, crazy risk, right? Going all in on one big bet. Most people think that's the only way, and it's why most people stay exactly where they are. But what if I told you the wealthiest people on the planet play a completely different game? It's a quieter, almost invisible strategy that drives their success. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain on the mindset that helps them build fortunes, a powerful framework you can think of as the 5% principle. And I'll show you how to start using it right away. Problem. We've all seen the movies. The hero bets the farm on one brilliant idea, one lucky stock, and boom, overnight success. It's a great story, but it's also a fantasy. That lottery ticket mentality is a trap. It leaves you feeling like you're just one big break away, a break that somehow never comes. So you're either frozen by the fear of losing it all, or you gamble recklessly and end up right back at square one. That all or nothing approach? It's a myth. The truth is, the world's most disciplined and successful people almost never bet the entire farm. They'd call that foolish. Their fortunes aren't built on one dramatic roll of the dice. They're built on purpose, on discipline, and on principles that are almost deceptively simple. The real secret isn't about the size of the risk, but the consistency of the strategy. Let's call it the 5% mindset. This isn't some obscure single rule, but a powerful way of thinking that the ultra-successful apply to their most precious assets, their time and their money. It's about creating explosive growth not with giant, terrifying leaps, but with small, strategic moves that compound into unbelievable results. While most people are looking for that one-in-a-million shot, the pros are applying this mindset with relentless consistency. They've mastered the art of playing two games at once, the game of getting what they have and the game of aggressive, intelligent growth. Let's break down how they do it. First up, time. The average person thinks their value comes from doing. They cram their work week with tasks, meetings, and putting out fires. They're busy being busy, and when the workday is over, they shut off. Learning was for school, right? The most successful people think completely differently. They know the most valuable work isn't doing, it's thinking and learning. This is where we see a concept known as the 5-hour rule. It's the practice of dedicating at least 5 hours a week, which, if you think about it, is about 5% of a 50-hour work schedule to deliberate learning. 1 hour every workday. Not for emails, not for meetings, just for learning. Bill Gates is famous for his Think Week, where he just unplugs to read and think. This very practice has been credited with sparking some of Microsoft's biggest ideas. Warren Buffett famously spends hours of his day just reading and thinking, allowing him to spot patterns everyone else misses. Oprah Winfrey, Elon Musk, Mark Cuban, the list goes on. They are all obsessive learners who get that knowledge is the ultimate form of compound interest. They treat their mind like their most important asset. While everyone else is burning out on busy work, they're sharpening their most powerful tool. That 5% investment in learning doesn't just make them smarter, it makes the other 95% of their time more effective. They make better decisions and solve problems more creatively because they're constantly fueling their brain. So how do you actually do this? You don't need to rent a cabin in the woods. Just block out 30 minutes on your calendar every single day. Treat it like a non-negotiable appointment. Use that time to read a book outside your industry, study a competitor, listen to an in-depth podcast, or just sit with a notebook and think. This small habit will build your confidence and make you far more valuable in a world that changes by the second. Finally, this mindset applies to the ultimate success accelerator, your network. Most people are reactive networkers. They only reach out when they need a job or a client. Their network is a utility they use, not an asset they build. The world's most connected people know the quality of their relationships dictates the quality of their opportunities. They consciously dedicate a small, consistent slice of their energy, let's call it 5%, to building deep, genuine relationships. Warren Buffett says it's vital to associate with people that are better than yourself, because you will move in the direction of the people that you associate. This isn't about social climbing. It's about influence by osmosis. Surrounding yourself with smart, ambitious people forces you to raise your own game. His legendary partnership with Charlie Munger, a man who has challenged and improved his thinking for decades, is proof of this. This is about proactively seeking out people you admire and, more importantly, finding ways to bring them value first. Don't ask, "What can you do for me?" Ask, "How can I help?" It's how you start engineering the lucky breaks everyone else thinks are just chance. Your network becomes a wellspring of unforeseen opportunities and groundbreaking ideas. How can you apply this? Identify 5 people you truly admire. Dedicate a couple of hours this week, your 5%. 5% to engaging with their work. Share their content with a thoughtful comment. Offer a helpful insight. Make a useful connection for them. Build a reputation as a giver, and you'll be stunned by what comes back your way. This isn't just theory. You can start today with 3 simple shifts. First, block out that daily time for learning. Protect it. Second, look at your finances and define your 5% fund for smart, high-upside bets. Even if it's small, start the habit. Third, identify those 5 people for your network and find one way to add value to their world this week. The 5% mindset isn't a mad trick for overnight success. It's a disciplined principle that separates the strategic from the hopeful. It's the difference between waiting for a windfall and building a machine that systematically creates opportunity. It's about small, consistent deposits of your time, capital, and energy that compound into a life that might have once seemed impossible. So here's my question for you. Which of these 5% principles are you going to apply first? Time, capital, or network? Drop your answer in the comments below. If you're ready to stop thinking like everyone else and start building like the best, hit that like button and subscribe for more strategies to build a wealthier life. Thanks for watching.